You're one of those people who look at Cole Palmer stuttering through interviews and think, see, this guy isn't smart. I've got news for you. You're missing the bigger picture. Cole Palmer isn't just smart, he might just be one of the most intelligent footballers playing today. Footballing IQ, off the charts. And the journey that led him to this point? Well, buckle up. Before we dive in, if you love football stories that reveal the truth behind your favourite players, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and brings you more content like this. Alright, let's get into it. Let's rewind the clock to 2010. A young Cole Palmer is growing up in Wythenshawe, splitting his time between after-school detention, watching his father in the Sunday League, and playing grassroots football. The pitch was his escape, his canvas, even when life outside was less than perfect. His first coach remembers, every game I'd catch myself ready to yell, "What are you doing?" only to realise 5 seconds later he'd spotted something I hadn't, a pass no one else saw. He was 2 steps ahead, always. At just 12 years old, Palmer had scouts buzzing. Liverpool, Manchester United and his childhood club City were already after him. But here's where the Cole Palmer story takes shape. Quick question for you guys. Would you have turned down Manchester United at 12 years old? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to see what you think. Before the bright lights and the big moments, Cole Palmer's journey started in the gritty streets of Manchester. Growing up in Wythenshawe, a working class area known for its football roots, Palmer had a ball at his feet from a young age. He joined Manchester City's academy at just 8 years old. But let's be honest, making it through the academy system is no easy task. City's academy is one of the best in the world, but it's also ruthless. Every year, hundreds of kids compete for just a handful of spots, and the pressure? Immense. Coaches push for perfection. If you fall behind, even for a few weeks, there's always somebody ready to take your place. For Palmer, it wasn't smooth sailing. Standing at just 5'2" when he was 15, he was often overlooked by coaches and doubted because of his size. Some even questioned if he could handle the physical demands of the game. He wasn't the biggest, the fastest, or the strongest. Palmer himself once admitted, "There were times I thought maybe I wasn't good enough. I saw other lads growing stronger and quicker while I struggled to catch up." It's the kind of challenge that breaks a lot of players, but for Palmer, it lit a fire. Instead of quitting, he doubled down, staying behind after training to work on his technique, perfecting his first touch, his vision, and his composure under pressure. By the time he turned 17, something clicked. He started growing, not just in height, but in confidence. Suddenly, that kid who was doubted became the player everyone was watching. His intelligence on the ball, his ability to find space, pick a pass, and glide past defenders set him apart. And when City needed someone to step up in the youth ranks, Palmer delivered. He captained the under-18 team to a Premier League title, racking up goals and assists along the way. He proved that the academy struggles, they were just part of the process. This kid wasn't just talented, he was resilient. If you've ever felt like you've been counted out, just remember, Palmer's journey shows that talent combined with hard work will always shine through. By 2020, Cole was captaining City's under-18s to glory, scoring winners and lifting titles. But one moment stood out, when he lifted his jersey in tribute to Jeremy Whiston, a fallen teammate. That moment, proof that Cole Palmer's heart off the pitch was just as big as his talent on it. Speaking of emotional moments, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started, and trust me, you don't want to miss what comes next. Palmer's talent was clear, but Pep Guardiola's City squad was stacked. Despite dominating for the under-23s, Palmer couldn't break into the first team. He even played 2 matches in one day just to prove a point. When asked why, "If there's a game, I want to play it. It's not that big of a deal." That attitude tells you everything you need to know about him. But when City signed Jeremy Doku, Palmer saw the writing on the wall. He didn't sulk, he didn't complain. Instead, he packed his bags and Chelsea came calling. Question for you guys, was Palmer right to leave City for Chelsea? Let me know in the comments below. At Chelsea, Palmer wasted no time in silencing the critics. A goal against Arsenal, a man of the match performance against Spurs, but his true moment, that 95th minute penalty against City, his former club. He stepped up, cool as you like, smashed it top corner, and walked away like it was nothing. Were you nervous? Not really. You've got to love that cold-blooded mentality. From there, Palmer became Chelsea's saving grace. At times, he was the team. By April, his stats were undeniable. 33 goal contributions in 33 matches, responsible for 40% of Chelsea's goals. If you're still not convinced, let me hit you with a stat. On a per-minute scale, he outperformed prime Eden Hazard and even matched Didier Drogba. Let that sink in. Also, quick shout out to all the Chelsea fans watching this. Smash that like button if you think Palmer is the real deal. You guys got yourself a gem. By season's end, Palmer wasn't just Chelsea's player of the season, it was a national sensation. Pep even admitted, if I'd given him Foden's minutes, he'd still be here. That's high praise. Palmer carried his brilliance into the Euros. In the semis, he set up the winner for Watkins. In the final, 4 touches, 1 equaliser. England fell short, but Palmer, unstoppable. Guys, let me know in the comments, do you think Palmer could be England's next big star on the world stage? Fast forward to the present, and Cole Palmer isn't just making noise, he's making history at Chelsea. After a phenomenal debut season, he's kicked off this year even better. Let's talk stats. He's one of the top scorers in the Premier League, banging in goals with composure and class. He's already Chelsea's main penalty taker, stepping up in those high pressure moments like he's been doing it for years. And his playmaking, next level. Whether it's setting up teammates with killer through balls or curling in screamers, Palmer's football IQ shines brighter than ever. Pundits have been calling him Chelsea's talisman, and honestly, it's hard to argue. For a club that struggled with consistency, Palmer has become the glue holding their attack together. Even Chelsea legend Joe Cole said, "This kid has everything. You can build a team around him." At just 22 years old, Palmer is proving he's not a flash in the pan. He's not just playing well, he's dominating games week after week. Chelsea fans, let me know. Can Palmer be the one to take your club back to the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And now, as Palmer starts his second season at Chelsea, we're all asking the same question. What's next? He's calm under pressure, he plays like a veteran, and he's only 22. Whether it's Chelsea or England, you can bet on one thing. When the floodlights are brightest and the stakes are highest, Cole Palmer will never freeze. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more stories like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and drop a comment with your thoughts. Is Cole Palmer already one of the best young players in the world? We'll see you in the next one.